No.
वॉल्यूम ठीक है ना, फुल है ना आपका?
देख लीजिए।
ठीक, स्टार्ट रिकॉर्डिंग कर दीजिएगा। स्टार्ट रिकॉर्डिंग कर लीजिए।
अभी तो शेयर नहीं करें। हाँ, कर दीजिए।
है ना, चलते रहे।
और क्या, एडिट कर लीजिए।
बाकी पीपीटी ऑन है। अस्सी हो गया है सर को ज्वाइन करा देते हैं, नहीं होगा।
Should I start now?
Awesome, sir. If I can start.
Ready? Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, sir.
Honorable Dr. Yes. Honorable Dr. Urmila Singh, Jharkhand Zone. Yes.
Mr. Ashwini
sir.
Pathak, please.
Yes,
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
Best
sir.
of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Whether Badka Kana, any person is there, whether madam will join, or should we start the program? Take the permission from ARO madam, and that is the zone seminar. Take
Yes.
the permission and blessings of our most dynamic ARO madam.
Definitely,
Right?
definitely, sir.
Any
Definitely.
person please ring within 2 or 3 minutes so that we can start. Okay? So that we can start. Please. Any person from any
Good afternoon,
person.
sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What I am telling, DAV Badka Kana, Himadri
Yes,
ji,
sir.
or any teacher Sudeshna ji, you please ask madam whether madam will join first or any time. Should we start the program? This is the zone program, Mr. Ashwini Pathak, so always remember.
Yes, sir. Definitely, definitely, sir.
So
Yes,
we badly
okay,
need.
Sir, this is
Sir, I am ringing, ma'am. Sir, I am ringing, ma'am.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
You please ask, take the permission, then you start. Please
Yes,
delay
yes,
for
sir.
5 minutes, that does not matter. And
Yes,
till the
sir.
time,
आप ज्वाइन
2 minutes, please wait. Okay?
Okay,
Please.
sir.
नहीं ले रहा है
नमस्ते अशोक सर नमस्ते
Everybody will be on mute mode, please.
हाँ अशोक सर नमस्ते सर
Sir, namaste, namaste, sir.
हेलो हेलो सर नमस्ते
Good afternoon, everyone, sir. Namaste. सबको एक साथ ही नमस्ते.
नमस्ते नमस्ते सर नमस्ते
Yes, Chaudhary sir.
Mr. Bharat Shah, you please see, madam have joined.
आवाज कहने
Okay. So, should we, Mr. Ashwini Pathak, start? Any teacher from Badka Kana?
We should wait if she is likely to join.
Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Yes.
madam, sir, madam is joining.
Okay.
Acha.
Sir,
Sir, madam is joining just now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Just
you.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Then, with the kind permission of our honorable director, ARO, training coordinator, may I start the program?
हो गए होंगे सर समझ मैडम ना उसी समय 96 94
May I start the madam?
हो गया
Please.
हैं
Please.
Thank you, Prakriti.
Sir, sir,
Hi. Yes, sir. Should I start then?
sir,
संपत्ति का पूरा ब्यौरा है
अब ज्यादा आप उतना भाषण दे देंगे कि आदमी एकदम परेशान हो जाता है कौन सी सुने इतना भाषण दे देंगे कि खाता देखिए अकाउंट देखिए खसरा खत्म देखिए
Yes,
Ashwini
please.
sir,
Please. Yes, sir.
100 से ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेंट लेता है क्या?
No, no.
नहीं, YouTube है.
After
YouTube
10,
सर,
आपका
सर एक दो पार्टिसिपेंट को लीव करा दीजिए तो मैडम ज्वाइन कर जाएंगे.
oh.
अच्छा. हमारे टीचर हजारीबाग के 2-3 टीचर तुरंत छोड़ें. हजारीबाग के तुरंत छोड़ें, 2-3 जल्दी छोड़ें. मैडम को ज्वाइन करना है. Just please, you all are requested only 2 or 3. Don't leave all.
2 or 3, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Only 2 or 3, please, please,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Immediately. And
Yes.
join through YouTube. Join through YouTube so that madam should join. Okay?
देख सकते है ना सब कुछ खुल गया
2 or 3 person Hazaribag should leave so that Madam, our Honorable ARO Madam should join.
Yes, sir. Just Madam has ringing that she is not able to join.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So till the time, in between the time, YouTube is there, anything. So should we start, sir? Should we start?
No, sir. Madam is joining. Madam is unable to join because the participants are 100. So few participants will leave. Then only Madam can join.
Okay. DAV Hazaribag teachers, please 4 to 5 teacher, 3 to 5 teacher may leave. Please leave. So that you will be given Ashwini Pathak video or everything will be sent. Please leave it. Mr. Bharasa, Mr. Bharasa, are you listening? Please coordinate and tell them. Only Hazaribag teacher. I cannot say anything to other teachers Hazaribag.
Yes, 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 sir.
Because still it is 100. Still it is 100.
Hazaribag teacher should quit. First should quit and go through the YouTube. Please should quit, and there is an option also. You should join through the YouTube. Hazaribag, DAV Hazaribag teacher. Only I can say Hazaribag teachers.
Okay.
Okay, madam has joined.
It's our pleasure.
Welcome, madam. Ashwini Pathak, don't afraid about
sir.
that.
Welcome.
घबराइए
Okay.
आप थोड़ा घबराइए मत, थोड़ा सा बोलने दीजिए. पहले हम हैं एक प्रिंसिपल हैं तो पहले वेलकम कर्टसी हमको करने दीजिए. घबराइए मत. बी पेशेंट.
Please participate. May I request sir, participant जितने हैं सभी अपना फोन म्यूट कर ले प्लीज.
और म्यूट.
साउंड का जो है
You please mute all except Madam or Ashwini Pathak. You please mute.
आपके चलते ज्वाइन कर पाए. नहीं तो अभी हम स्टार्ट करते हैं.
Good afternoon. Your permission, please,
please send YouTube link,
all
sir.
of us.
Excuse me, sir. Please send YouTube link.
We have already sent, sir. We have already sent.
The chat is being disabled, sir. We cannot see the link, sir.
Mr. Bharasa, what you are doing, sir? Again, you say.
Madam namaste. Madam namaste.
हम एक बार स्टार्टिंग में ही
All teachers are requested, please mute mode. You don't tell, discuss, gossip. Please forget, madam has joined. She has already joined. And Mr. Bharasa, you please send the once again YouTube link. All the Hazaribag teacher, tell the information, latest information, you please quit. Please quit and join through YouTube. Is it clear? Is it clear?
ये लगा लीजिए, माइक्रोफोन लगा लीजिए, ईयरफोन लगा लीजिए.
Please mute, sir, madam. You are teacher. Withholded hand. It is my humble request. You know the mechanism. You please mute your mobile. You are not the child. You are the teachers, honorable teachers of DAV Hazaribag or DAV Badkakana or all DAV of Kurma Varisnagar. You please mute your mobile. Don't discuss.
You can mute.
Mute your mobile.
Mute है तो लिखा तो mute है यार. देखने रहे mute.
Still, we are listening your gossip discussion. We are waiting, madam. All the Hazaribag teacher once again further requested, if there is a problem, so please quit first, join through YouTube, please.
ख्याल से उनके बीच से सब ठीक था। अरे भैया हम इतना नहीं जानते हैं कैसे कर रहे हैं मतलब जाइए जहाँ सर ही भला
Sir,
है।
please. Sir, please, I request everyone to be quiet and mute your mic so that we can start the seminar. Please, please, sir.
मैं मैडम से बात कर रहा हूँ, अश्विनी पाठक वेट करें। पता नहीं क्यों भरत शाह आप लोग कैसे नहीं हो रहा है।
ज्योति ज्योति से पूछे ना।
हाँ ज्योति मैडम,
एक बार मीटिंग लीव कर दिए, इसलिए नहीं आ रहा क्या सर?
ये देखिए सत्येंद्र कुमार यहाँ वाले
लाइए सुनते हैं।
कुछ नहीं करने है।
हाँ गुड। नहीं हम तो अपने टीचर को सबको हटाए, क्या करें हम अपने ही टीचर को। बस 1 मिनट आ जाइए। हाँ ठीक है ठीक है। मैं
प्रॉपर्टी कटिहार, प्रॉपर्टी रांची,
तो अभी वो वेट कर, सब लोग कर रहे हैं, वेट कर रहे हैं इसलिए वो। ठीक ठीक ठीक। अश्विनी पाठक, अश्विनी पाठक मैडम कनेक्ट हो रही है, वो लग रहा था अभी बात हो गई है, फिर कनेक्ट हो रही है। बस उनको आने दीजिए, आपको टाइम मिलेगा। डोंट वरी फॉर दैट, डोंट बी अफ्रेड। एंड मिस्टर भरत सर, all the Hazaribag teachers send the message they should quit first. If there is a issue,
हाँ उनको
they should join through YouTube. Okay? Madam is joining. Connect.
हिंदी वाला वहाँ स्वांग का भी ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर सत्येंद्र कुमार राय है, राकेश राय, सत्येंद्र कुमार वहाँ वाला स्वांग वाला स्वांग नहीं गया, उनको भी ज्वाइन कराया। इसी के भी हम लोगों को हिंदी वाला हम लोग कल हो गया था।
देखे ना आप, साउंड आ ही नहीं रहा है इसमें, हम सोचे आप किसे सुन लेते हैं।
अभी कुछ हो नहीं रहा है।
You can send your message through the chat and no need to discuss. Madam is just joining. क्या हुआ? खाली हो गया ना, 2 3 4 5 और कराइए ना, मैसेज दे दीजिए मेरे तरफ से। बेटर दे शुड ज्वाइन थ्रू यूट्यूब, आवर टीचर्स ओनली। ठीक ठीक, दैट्स ओके। Madam is joining and just I have received the message. I first discussed with her. Wait. Be comfortable, Mr. Ashwini. Be comfortable.
Sir, still participants are 100.
सर मैं क्या करूं अब, मैं अपने टीचर को छोड़वा दिया तो अब दूसरे भी तो छोड़ना चाहिए ना। मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ? स्टिल यू पीपल आर टेलिंग। कुछ देर के लिए सब अपने अपने स्कूल से 5-5 छोड़वाइए, यूट्यूब से ज्वाइन करेंगे।
Please, my colleagues from DAV Barkakana, 5 teachers, please leave. 5 teachers from DAV Barkakana, please leave, and you join with YouTube link.
Yes.
My colleagues from DAV Barkakana.
DAV Hazaribag, Barkakana, take the first lead. Quit, join through the YouTube. Very good.
वेटिंग डाल देते हैं, मैम को एक्सेप्ट करेंगे। हाँ वही कर दीजिए।
एक मिनट कल ये ज्वाइन
मैम का एक्सेप्ट कर
देना। आई विल बी म्यूट मोड, तब काम करते रहते हैं।
अब हो जाएगा।
पानी
बोलिए ना सर, प्लीज आस्क मैडम टू ज्वाइन।
Sir, request ma'am to join. Now we can accept her. Accept her. The moment option will come, we will. Yes.
मैडम ऑलरेडी वो ज्वाइन कर रही हैं, मुझे बात हो गई है। थोड़ा पेशेंस रखिए ना, आप लोग क्यों इतना चिल्ला रहे हैं? आरडी इज आरडी, यू हैव टू ऑनर। मेनी टाइम्स आप इतना हड़बड़ में क्यों हैं अश्विनी पाठक? थोड़ा वेट कीजिए, मैडम से बात हो गई है। थोड़ा सा वेट करें। पानी सुसुम ला के दो। वहाँ के बड़का कना के कोई टीचर है, मेरी मैडम से बात हो गई है, वो बोल रही है कि तुरंत ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं। सो बड़का कना के एक बार और मैन की हम लोग वेट कर रहे हैं और अब खाली हो गया है। मिस्टर भरत कितने
Yes,
अभी
sir.
हैं?
93.
कितने हैं?
93 है।
93। चलिए तो मैडम को बोल देते हैं कि मैडम आप ज्वाइन कीजिए तुरंत।
Yes, sir.
हाँ मैडम ज्वाइन कर लिए हैं, इसलिए वो नहीं उठाई, इसका मतलब ज्वाइन कर लिए मैडम। देखिए
सर
तो।
मेरी बात हुई है अभी।
हाँ हाँ
बात
बोलिए।
हुई है। She was trying. I told her that many of them have left. She is now trying to
हाँ
join.
93 हो गया है। अब बोलिए कि अब कोई दिक्कत नहीं, नो इशू।
Yes, sir. I told her.
ठीक है,
She is just joining.
ओके। Ashwini Pathak, be comfortable. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Definitely.
Don't worry about that. The timing, it will be adjusted.
Okay,
You
sir.
will be
Okay.
given 1 hour time. What we have promised, Madam
Yes,
has given the time, and just you have to go ahead with the 1 hour. And
Okay.
Mr. Bharasa and all the teacher will cooperate. Okay.
Definitely.
And I have requested my teacher, they have quit, they will join through YouTube. Okay. And Barka Khan also, they are doing the excellent job. They have also left. Very good. Any moment madam is joining and she is in the process of joining. Okay, I have received the message from teachers.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, we are waiting for it.
I will say, I will welcome in 1 minute, and then you madam will say something, and after that you go ahead.
मैडम को स्लो होगा ना।
Yes, sir. Madam has joined, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon. With folded hand, you are most welcome. Madam, give blessing so that he should start. Please, madam, थोड़ा दो शब्द आप कहते हुए.
I think so, Mr. Good afternoon. Fortunate to get connected. Give blessings on. I'm so fortunate. I please Ashwini, my best wishes to Ashwini.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
And don't be nervous. You are
No, no.
already a very good speaker. You are our resource person.
Definitely,
And
ma'am.
my learned colleagues, principal colleagues, and my career, the warriors. The warriors, I have chosen this topic. Why vocational studies have been introduced from class 6 level. What is the important scope and why the national education policy felt of introducing these vocational studies right from the middle section. So Mr. Ashwini will be throwing light on the topic, and I know he will be getting 10 out of 10. I wish him all the best. Already we have wasted a lot of time, Mr. Patel.
Okay,
Please
madam.
go ahead. And your source of inspiration, your principal, Mr. Ashok Kumar,
Yes,
is always there at your back.
Now we are
Thank
fortunate.
you, Ashok ji. Thank you,
Thank
Ashok
you,
ji.
madam. Thank you.
all.
Thank you for
Please
your
start,
compliments
Mr.
or
Patel.
your blessing.
Yes, sir. Of course, it's always there with you people. Please start.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Okay,
to
let's
all.
go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Honorable Dr. Urmila Singh, ARO Jharkhand Zone, Training Coordinator, Honorable Sri Ashok Kumar, Principal, DAV Public School, Hazaribag, distinguished dignitaries, and my colleagues attending either directly through Zoom app or listening to me through the live YouTube. I feel highly privileged to welcome you all in this webinar on the topic Vocational Studies, Prospect, Scope, and its Importance. And before proceeding, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to especially our training coordinator for considering my name and then offering me such a knowledge-enriching platform from where I am able to spread myself on the topic by disseminating my views, by getting precious feedback, come suggestions from such a galaxy of individuals, educationists, and also by getting the good wishes and blessings from such well-versed well-wishers.
ठंडा लग रहा है आज ठंडा है हम सब टीचर में से मिलने ही है कहाँ पर हजारीबाग इंटरव्यू दे ले 15 दिन पढ़ाई के लिए ये साला मुस्लिम का प्रिंसिपल बैठा है इधर ना ऐसे यार ना हो ऐसे ना हो हमको बाद में देखिए होता किया नहीं किया अलग हो सकता है कुछ और होगा लेकिन वहाँ का जो पीटी था ना हमको यही बोला अरे टीचर तो कुछ भी बोलेगा हम लोग पीटी लोग नहीं जानते तो वहाँ ऑलरेडी 4 गो पीटी है रांची जोन का कौन है ट्रैक्टर है डीवी हेल वाला कौन ये अभी एल का टीचर प्रिंसिपल है
Yes, please, my colleagues are requested to mute the mic and listen to me properly. That will be my reward. Sir, please. Welcome to you once again all to the very special webinar on introduction of vocational studies, a middle level prospect, scope, and importance. In the education system, learning does not mean rote memorization and recall. Instead, It is the process through which learners conceptualize the contents and understand how to apply skills and knowledge to solve real life problems. This was the purpose of education in ancient India too, and the same has been envisioned in NEP 2020 by introducing vocational education, in which the students will be encouraged to perform to their fullest possible potential. India will have the highest population of young people in the world over the next decade, and facilities of high quality educational opportunities to these youths will determine the future of the nation. National Educational Policy 2020 is an honor of the vision of our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and also our worthy Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. Explaining the Vardha scheme of education, Gandhi had said, taken as a whole, vocation is the best medium for all-round development of children, and the syllabus should be woven around vocational training. Education must move towards less content and more towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt, and absorb new material in novel and changing fields. Pedagogy must be to make holistic, integrated, more experiential, inquiry-driven, discovery-oriented, learner-centered, discussion-based, flexible, and of course, enjoyable also. The curriculum must include basic arts, craft, humanities, games and sports, language, in addition to science and maths, to develop all aspects of capabilities of learners. And this present NEP 2020 is an appropriate initiative for the same, as it aims at exposing at least 50% of the students from class 6 onwards to vocational education. By including vocational education in mainstream schooling systems. Secondly, to increase awareness and change the perspective towards vocational education. The third major aim behind this NEP is that to integrate it with mainstream education, to imbibe young students with values such as dignity of labor and ethics of care. On 29 July 2020, the Cabinet has decided, which became the salient features of National Educational Policy 2020. Reimagining vocational education. The first is, vocational education will be integrated into all schools and higher education institutions in a phased manner over the next decade. By 2025, at least 50% of the learners through the school and higher education system shall have exposure to vocational education, for which a clear action plan with targets and timelines will be developed. Next, higher education institutions, HEIs, will offer vocational education either on their own or in partnership with industry and NGOs. The Bachelor of Vocational Education degrees introduced in 2013 will continue to exist, but vocational courses will also be available to students enrolled in all other bachelor degrees program, including the 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's programs. Another decision was Lok Vidya, really very important. That is, the important vocational knowledge developed in India will be made accessible to students through integration into vocational educational courses. The possibility of offering vocational courses through ODL mode, that is open and distance learning mode, will also be explored. There will be much scope for that. Students will have the greater opportunities. MHRD, the next decision was, MHRD will constitute a national committee for the integration of vocational education, consisting of experts in vocational education and representatives from across ministries in collaboration with industry. Next decision, incubation centers, which gives a chance to bring business in shape, will also be set up in higher education institutions in partnership with industry. Indian standards will be aligned with the international standard classification of occupations maintained by the International Labour Organization. The credit-based framework will also facilitate mobility across general and vocational education. This credit-based framework is definitely a new step of NEP 2020, which will ensure the mobility into the mission. Talking about vocational education, if we ignore our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, it will be dishonesty. So I must say something about him, that the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi's aim was to make Indian villages self-sufficient units. For it, he advocated that vocational education should increase the efficiency of the students who will make the village as self-sufficient units. How we can forget his initiative regarding the vocational education? You might be knowing that he had started a school in Johannesburg, South Africa, for students, where students, irrespective of caste, color, age, with 5 aspects of education, color, age, had to join, and the Gandhiji was offering the education with 5 aspects. And according to him, education was complete if the education must contain the 5 aspects, and those are literary training, physical training, vocational training, moral training, and then ultimately spiritual training, as he had imagined Ram Raj. And to fulfill the mission, to fulfill the dream, he had given the 5 aspects of education. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first architect of the nation, had also said more or less the same, that real education is that can cater someone to meet daily needs. If the education don't prepare us for the real life, then education is not useful, not productive, not relevant. Once again, I would like to quote another example. When Mahatma Gandhi had come back from South Africa to India, he advocated three things. He had given a slogan, Azadi, Hindi, and Khadi, in order to see the miserable condition of India. He wanted to improve the condition of India, and he had given only three mantras, that is Azadi, Hindi, and Khadi. By using the word Khadi and by using the word Hindi, that is mother tongue, his purpose was the same that we are going to talking about in NEP 2020 and highlighted more or less the same structure in content. Also pronounce that education will lead to harmonious development of life. The absence of productive work makes a student physically weak but virtually unfit for life. What kind of education is this? Vocationalization of education argues for introducing practical subjects in secondary schools to lead the general education related to productivity and to make attitudinal adjustments in students to enter into the world of work. UNESCO in its 1974 recommendation defined vocational education as a comprehensive term embracing those aspects of educational process involving, in addition to general education, the study of technologies and related science and acquisition of practical skills, attitudes, undertaking, and knowledge relating to occupation in the various sectors of economic and social life. Let us see the plan of integrating vocational education at all levels. The government has planned in such a way under which certain terms are there, and that is very first term is Lok Vidya. Lok Vidya is a knowledge developed in India, and it will be made accessible to each and every student in every part, in every nook and corner of the country. Next is practice-based curriculum. A practice-based curriculum for grades 6 to 8 will appropriately be designed that will make imparting of knowledge for vocational education and the academic learning easy for everyone. Next is skill gap analysis. Focus areas based on skills gap analysis and mapping of local opportunities. It will help to identify the best way to span the gap. It is also a critical part of designing an effective training program. I must make it more clear, as we teachers, before preparing the schedule for any workshop, we collect the training needs, and on the basis of the training needs, we prepare the schedule. Similarly, the same job will be there of skill gap analysis. It will have 3 stages: determining skills needed, assessment of the skill, and then finally identifying gaps. Another biggest step, biggest initiative in this NEP is that National Skills Qualifications Framework that will detail further for each discipline, vocation, and profession. It is going to help to acquire the desired competency level by providing vocational education and training from one level of learning to higher level of learning. Next is open distance learning mode. Students have the problem on completing the courses. So government has decided the courses to be offered through open and distance learning mode. Whether they join the school or not, they can pursue from the home also easily. Vocational crafts. All students of grade 6 to 8 will intern with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters, artists to develop a vocational craft. And finally, exposure to vocational education. It is predicted, it has been estimated, it has been planned. By 2025, at least 50% of learners shall have exposure to vocational education. So, on the basis of it, we must say, and there would be no exaggeration if we say, National Educational Policy 2020 is undoubtedly a well-balanced, multidisciplinary, holistic, outcome-based, involving artificial intelligence educational policy, not only in words, but spirit also. As India moves towards becoming a developed country, as well as among the 3 largest economies of the world, that is why it has been designed with the quickly changing employment landscape. That is the main feature, that changing employment landscape has been highlighted in this NEP 2020. So it focuses on skill development, capacity building. Thirdly, sensitizing the young minds to explore at appropriate stage, and ultimately exposure to various vocational courses. And for all these, specific changes are strengthening childhood education, giving the public sector a responsibility for preschool learning, emphasizing creativity, imagination, and play, de-emphasize examination system, giving children opportunities to explore, to find their interest, and to develop their minds in multiple dimensions. So definitely it is well balanced national educational policy. Study conducted by the United Nations Population Fund noted that India has an important window of demographic dividend opportunity from about 2005-6 to 2055-56, with 62.5% of the population falling in the working age group of 15 to 59 years. Secondly, this study also recognized The importance of imparting vocational education to avail the benefits of the demographic dividend. I must make it clear, the demographic dividend is the economic growth potential that can result from shift in a population age structure, mainly when the share of the working age population is larger than the non-working age share of population. The policy prescribes the need to facilitate universal access to quality holistic education to all children. Yes, according to the scheme, students will be given the opportunity to be flexible in their choice of subjects, and there will be no firm division between arts, academic, curricular, extracurricular, or vocational streams, as the objective is to ensure holistic development of each and every child of the country. The policy aims to incorporate the teaching of vocational skills within the school curriculum to augment innovation, adaptability, and productivity. It is in a major move towards ensuring vocational exposure. Students will have an opportunity to sample various vocational crafts as may be determined by the states and local communities and mapped by local skilling needs. So we can call definitely this National Educational Policy 2020 a holistic, well-balanced, and outcome-based policy. Let us see what option, what facilities, what situations have been given for the students from grade 6 to 8. Students from 6 to 8 will be encouraged to participate in a 10-day bagless period. This 10-day bagless period is an appropriate initiative, novel initiative, and you can say visionary initiative, because all types of enrichment activities involving arts, quizzes, sports, vocational crafts would be included during these bagless periods. And visit to places of historical, cultural, and tourist importance, including monuments, museums, will be organized. Students will visit, will see, will definitely learn the cultural, historical, and the geographical importance of the place, and they will acquire the knowledge, and they will feel highly encouraged to learn and to do also. Next is, they may intern with local vocational experts. Similar internship opportunities to learn vocational subjects will also be available to students throughout grades 6 to 12, including during holidays periods. Interned with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters, artists, and others, many others are there. There will be also the meeting with local artists, craftsmen, and visit to higher educational institution also. And these students from 6 to 8 will highly feel motivated when they will visit such kind of places, and they will acquire also not only the knowledge but a kind of skill also. Thus, we can say that competency based focus on hands-on experience in which both mind and hands both will acquire skill as well as education. Let us see the next. In this slide, I have tried my best to show in a nutshell what NEP is trying to present. That is economy, education, employability, employment, entrepreneurship. These 5 E's are interwoven so exquisitely that it had never been spelled so clearly in earlier educational policies. That is why this NEP has got a lot of appreciation from all around throughout the nation. Education system around the world were buzzing with the line, change is needed, change is taking place, but more changes are on the way. There is maximum possibility for changes. And through this NEP, the government is planning to prepare students for the realities of fourth industrial revolution with a focus on skill building through competency-based education India, youth for the new world of work. Thus, indeed, a great change from idealism to realism, theory to practice. It means the interaction between school and work to be a recurrent theme. A big step to bring Ministry of Education and Ministry of Skill Development closer so that both should work in sync for real education with capacity building. Moreover, to fill up the gap between academic learning and vocational learning. It means how work-based knowledge can become an asset in educational context. Its implementation. Students will be offered opportunity to visit workplaces. Local needs will be identified. Interest of students will be given utmost priority. This is the biggest thing. Albert Einstein couldn't continue this schooling education or simply because his interest was marred, suppressed, not honored. And this NEP is going to honor the interest of the student. Formation of NCIV, National Committee for Integration of National Education. Professional development of teachers, resource pool of trained teachers, connectivity with local artists, alignment with international standards, focus only on key concepts, ideas, applications, and problem solving. Teaching and learning will be conducted in a more interactive manner. Questions will be encouraged, and classroom session will regularly contain more fun, creative, collaborative, and exploratory activities for students for deeper and more experiential learning. Moreover, in all stages, experiential learning will be adopted, including hands-on learnings, art and sports integrated. To close the gap in achievement of learning outcomes, classroom transactions will shift towards competency-based learning and education. The assessment tools will be aligned with the learning outcomes, capabilities, and dispositions as specified for each subject of a given class. Preference of home, local, or mother tongue for medium of instruction till grade 8 will help the children to understand the content very easily. Next, high quality bilingual textbooks and teaching learning materials for science and maths so that they are enabled to think and speak about the two subjects both in their home language, mother tongue, in English also. It features a clear action plan with targets and timelines will be developed. It is in alignment with the Sustainable Development Goal 4.4. It will help to realize the full potential of India's demographic dividend, as I have already talked about the demographic dividend. The development of vocational capacities will go hand in hand with the development of academic or other capacities. Vocational education will be integrated in the educational offerings of all secondary schools in a phased manner over the next decade. The schools will collaborate with ITIs, polytechnics, local industry. Skill labs will be set up and created in the schools in a hub and spoke model, which will allow other schools to use the facility. HEI, higher academic institutions, will be allowed to conduct short-term certificate courses in various skills, including soft skills. Lok Vidya, that is important vocational knowledge developed in India, will be made accessible to students through integration into vocational education courses. The possibility of offering vocational courses through ODL mode will also be explored. The national skill spoke model. I must make the spoke model clear. The spoke model refers to distribution method in which a centralized hub exists. Everything either originates in the hub or is sent to the hub for distribution to consumers. From the hubs, goods will be sent to smaller localities owned by the company called spokes. So, the National Skill Qualifications Framework will be detailed further for each discipline, vocation, and profession. Indian standards will be aligned with the International Standard Classification of Occupations maintained by the International Labour Organization. The program on vocation and profession will make a real difference in the lives of the countless young people of nation. As a result, they would build self-confidence and leadership skills by allowing to utilize their unique gifts of talent. If this NEP is implemented successfully, then I can assure by saying, let us be sure that what India to have an education system by 2040 that is second to none, with equitable access to the highest quality education for all. It will emerge as the first educational policy of 21st century, addressing many growing developmental imperatives of the country, revising and revamping of all aspects of education structure, including its regulation and governance. To create any system aligned with aspirational goals of 21st century. Another thing is the dropouts, the biggest problem of dropout cases. The dropouts from the formal system will be reintegrated by aligning their practical experience with the relevant level of the framework, because now there will be useful school education at all levels. They will be empowered through education and learning also, training also. The credit-based framework will also facilitate mobility across general and vocational education, as learning outcomes will be defined as what a learner is expected to know, understand at every level. Realization. Definitely, as I said, that if this NEP 2020 isn't going to implemented successfully, we are going to realize first is goal 4 SDG of 2030 agenda for sustainable development adopted by India in 2015. All of the critical targets of goals SDG of the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. That is moving away from quantity to quality education. End of poverty. The critical targets are end of poverty, inclusive education, work for all, strengthening positive economic and social links between cities and rural areas, and to make peaceful and inclusive society, global partnership. These are the critical targets, and they will also be achieved successfully. Production of engaged, productive, and contributing citizens for building an equitable, inclusive, and plural society as envisaged by our Constitution. Good academic institutions in which students would feel welcomed and cared for, where safe and stimulating learning environment would exist. Development of good human beings capable of rational thoughts and action, possessing compassion and empathy, courage and resilience, scientific temper and creative imagination with sound ethical values will also be realized. And the biggest thing that will be realized is that is the two slogans of our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and these two are vocal for local. Vocal. Yes, vocal for local and self-dependent India. The Prime Minister said that country should now focus on people, planet, and profit model, and find ways to maximize profit for local businessmen. Then only India can become a self-reliant country. And we are sure if this is implemented expectations of the Prime Minister will
घंटा हो सकता है और चले
but for all these there is Sir, please.
चलो होंगे अंदाज से मैं कह रहा हूँ हो
Please
सकता
mute
है
the mic.
दुवरिया पर डंडा लगे बैठल है भागने को तुम भाग रहा है पता
To
करते हैं
multi-stakeholders and multi-channel engagement
हुआ है
so for seamless interoperability
लग रहा है
and vocational skills
आवाज आ रहा है सबका
intensive for skill development and its application for crafts and moreover, it must become a truly collective endeavor. The state government, irrespective of which political party is in power, should be fully engaged. Successful coordination and cooperation between the center and the states, both, it is very necessary. And now the role of higher education institutions, that will become really very crucial. It will help the PM understand and appreciate the bottlenecks and will ensure the time-bound implementations with fixed accountability. So the higher education institutions will have to will accept the accountability. And last, I must say that active contribution of one and all, then only the government's purpose, government's scheme, government's mission, government's agenda will be fulfilled. So in this way, I have already completed my views on this topic, and now I am going to conduct one activity in which I shall request you all to recall and respond. The goal of SDG of 2030 agenda was adopted by India in the year. The options are 2010, 2015, 2008, 2005.
2005.
2005. Any other?
2015.
2015. Appropriate answer.
2015.
2015. Yes. Now, next question is 10+2 structure in school education has been modified with a new pedagogical and curricular restructuring of. Options are 5+3+3+4, 6+3+3+3, 5+5+2, 5+3+3+4. Thank you, everyone. Now, the next question is, the aim of NEP 2020 is to obtain quality education, including vocational education from primary to middle, secondary to senior secondary, preschool to grade 12.
Primary to middle.
Primary to middle.
Primary to middle. First option is right.
Preschool to grade 12.
Grade 12.
The goal of NEP 2020 is to achieve gross enrollment ratio in preschool to secondary level. Options are 100%, 90%, 50%, 75%.
50% is right answer. Question number option number 3.
Any other? Yes.
25.
C 50%.
25. The appropriate answer is 100%. Already we had talked in previous.
100%.
Yes, 100%.
100% is the correct answer. Next question is question number 5. The need to hasten the spread of vocational education in India was emphasized in NEP 2020 after reflection of a very small percentage of Indian workforce in. Options are 10th 5-year plan, B 11th 5-year plan, third option 12th 5-year plan, and lastly 13th 5-year plan.
10, 5.
A.
Yes, A.
Sir, option A.
5-year plan.
5-year plan.
5-year plan.
Option A.
Yes, yes.
Option A is correct.
It is 12th 5-year plan, which was from 2012 to 17. So answer C will be the appropriate answer. My next question is, NEP 2020 will ensure that every child learns at least vocation and is exposed to several more in order to emphasize the topic. Options are 1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
1. Yes. 1 is the
1 is correct answer. 1.
Thank you very much for your good response, quick response.
Thank you for your well presentation, sir.
Now the question is, what is the full form of NCIVE? While presenting my topic, I have used twice thrice this term, and I have spoken also. Options are
Option
National
B.
Committee of
Option B.
Education,
The answer is
Option
B.
B. Option B. Option B. Option B is correct.
Yes, sir.
Great, very good. Appropriate answer, that is National Committee for the Integration of Vocational Education. Now, the next is the National Skills Qualification Framework will provide the basis for prior learning, will detail for each discipline, vocation, and profession, will align with international standard classification of occupations, or
Option B.
Option D is correct. Option D
All
is
of
correct.
these. All of
Option D
these.
is correct.
Option D.
all are
Option
correct. Yes, all of these is
All
definitely.
of these.
Thank you very much for your response and appropriate response. Now, which agency will be allowed to conduct short-term certificate course in various skills, including soft skills? The options are
Option A. Option A.
Option A.
NCIVE.
Yes, A is correct answer.
Please, whenever there is the multiple answers, we have to think for all options. Why not A? Why not B? Why not C? Why not D? Please.
Because सर MHRD मिनिस्ट्री को अब उसमें कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया है NCIEVE में.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
A is the right.
HEI.
MHRD मिनिस्ट्री को अब खत्म करके दूसरा मिनिस्ट्री एजुकेशन के लिए एक अलग मिनिस्ट्री बनेगी जो NCIEVE के नाम से जानी जाएगी.
Okay. Now here, the appropriate answer will be HEIs. HEIs will be responsible for that.
Institutions.
That is higher education institution. And I must say here that main thrust of NEP 2020 in higher education is to transform HEIs, higher education institutions, into large multidisciplinary universities. Next question is, through which mode the possibility of offering vocational education will be explored? ODL?
ODL.
Bachelor of
A.
A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
ODL.
Answer is your answer is reflected. The moment you answered and you see, the same has been reflected here also. Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Next is the important vocational knowledge developed in India accessible to students through integration into vocational education courses has been named as
Diksha.
Prabha, Diksha, or Vidya.
Diksha.
Diksha.
Lok Vidya.
Lok Vidya
Diksha.
is the appropriate
Lok
answer.
Vidya.
Lok Vidya is the appropriate
Vidya.
answer. Very good, sir. You have encouraged me also. Now, next question is the percentage of workforce in the age group of 19 to 24 was observed 52% in the USA, 75% in Germany, 96% in South Korea, whereas the same was in India. Options are 5%,
Less than 10%. Less than 10%.
10%, less
D
than 10%,
option.
Less than 10%.
less
D
than
option.
D.
D.
D less than 10%.
I have already spoken about it. It is the option is B, that is less than 5%. Now, the major reason for dropouts in India was due to lack of institutions, lack of well-defined admission criteria to higher education for students who had vocational education qualifications, and then lack of well-defined pathways to continue with chosen vocations in higher education. And the last option is B and C.
D and C. Last option is correct.
Last option, D and
Answer.
C.
Absolutely fine.
Last option D.
Yes. D,
Yes.
that is B and C, both were the regions. Very good. Now, question number 14. As per NEP 2020, it is expected that at least of learners through school and higher education systems shall have exposure to vocational education by the year 2025. Options are 100%, 50%, 90%,
50%. It's 50%.
What a quick response is there. It is
50%.
50%. Very good, sir.
MK Shukla.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, the last question of this round. The development of vocational education will go with the development of academic or other capacities, fortnightly, monthly,
Hand in hand.
hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Yes.
D option.
Wonderful. Very good. All the answers are correct. Now, I tried my best to present the topic before you within the time. Now, I would request you all to send your feedback and suggestion where pointing out where I went wrong or what more is required in order to get the clear concept of this topic. My WhatsApp number has been displayed as well as my email ID has also been displayed on the screen. And I thank you all for giving me moral support and especially our Honorable ARO Madam and the Principal Sir who helped me to prepare this topic conducive for you all and congenial for you all. That's all. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Sir, please.
Sir,
Okay. Thank you,
Very
Mr.
informative,
Ashwini
sir.
Pathak.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Mr. Ashwini Pathak. Madam is there or not there, I don't know, but photograph we might have taken, Mr. Bharasa, you might have taken everybody unmute video, first video, so that the photograph should be taken and photographs should be taken. Okay.
Yes,
so thank you, and just you have maintained the time. That is the one thing at this stage I will tell you. And always we must request to all persons to please send the feedback so that he should go through it. So thank you. You maintain the time and
yes,
presentation was very good. What I can say, but definitely I will
All are
collect
requested
informations to others,
to be in
and
the
especially my honorable ARO madam, right? Training coordinator of this zone, Hazaribag zone. So with these words, no issue. And Badka Kana madam is there, or she will join. I think it should be complete because the time 1 hour, and
Yes, yes.
I'm very thankful. Okay, Mr. Barasa, have you taken the photograph? Okay, everybody unmute video, and photograph should be there. Okay, Mr. Barasa. Good afternoon, everyone. You are the part of parcel of this learning, and I'm learning also. And so many webinars, just we are interacting each other, and you are just like a teachers, and I'm always updating my knowledge, discussing with the teacher. Today also I conducted the quiz 1 hour, and that was the celebrated the occasion. A day before yesterday, madam was a very fantastic quiz master at Badka Kana. So fantastic. I got the inspiration from madam, ARO madam, and just I also conducted the quiz today. And you all teachers are requested to always be ready, update your knowledge, whatever the topics, and also, and this learning, and especially particularly the topic like new education policy, everything is super. I still remember one of the professors were sitting Ifsa Kursi, and 3 years back, I discussed about the 4C learning, and that is the communication skill, critical thinking, creativity with innovation and collaboration. And when 2010, I was in IIM Ahmedabad, I was just like getting a training program. So that critical thinking was there. European countries, Japan was there. But now, maybe late, 30 years, so we have got this kind of 4C skill, experiential learning, so many things, vocational studies, Gandhiji, that is the propounded the theory of vocational, how Barga Yojana or self-made. So with these words, everybody participated, very good interaction also, the last maybe 10 or 15 questions. That's good. So next time, some other teachers will be given as madam will tell, and whatever madam will give the instruction will follow. So Mr. BK Chaudhary, should we
Yes,
leave?
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you a lot, sir. On behalf of team of DAV Barka Kana, sir.
Thank you. We all are collaborating the knowledge. Badka Kana,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is, yes, we all are.
Rajrappa, all schools, Patratu. So all are learner. And if you are learner, we are not the principal or director.
Yes, sir,
Madam
definitely.
for study conducted quiz, superb quiz, excellent. So that's why
Yes, sir.
madam invited me, and I joined
Yes.
the quiz. I learned so many. I got some of the questions from Badka Kana. So I prepared
Yes, sir.
also, incorporated the questions also. So that is the
Yes.
learning. Everybody having the potentiality. At the age of 61 year, madam is conducting the quiz, such a fantastic 1 hour quiz. So that is superb. Everybody should be learner, and we must learn from each other. That is the group Jharkhand Zone D. And why Jharkhand Zone D is the best? Why best? I should not tell other zone. They will start thinking later on. And we have started from principal also, from teachers also. Our zone is always leading.
Yes, sir. Our zone is
and
the
always
best.
will be leader.
Yes, sir.
Yes, under the
Yes.
dynamic leadership of ARO madam. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.